Welcome back to the Systematic Pro Trading Desk. This is today's performance recap for February 17th. As always, this is rules-based trading. No discretion, no opinions, just execution. Results, and what the data says. Today's session closed with a net profit of $1,452.25. Today's primary focus was the 10-second MNQ strategy, targeting one NQ equivalent, around $400, across 4 cash accounts. Alongside that, there were a few supporting systems running, including 15-second NQ, 1-minute MES, 3-minute M2K, and a small 6E position. The goal here isn't to predict the market. The goal is to execute the same rules every day and let the edge play out over a sequence of trades. The session itself was mixed at the trade level. Early on, the 10-second MNQ strategy took a few stop-outs in choppy price action. You can see several losses in the sequence, nothing unusual, but exactly the kind of noise you expect in fast markets. Then, when momentum showed up, the system did what it's designed to do. We had a couple of strong winners, including one just over $1,000 and another around $840. Those winners more than compensated for the earlier losses and pulled the session back into solid positive territory. The important point here is this: individual trades don't matter. Sequences matter. The system stayed active, the rules didn't change, and the distribution played out as expected. Outside of MNQ, the 15-second NQ, 1-minute MES, and 3-minute M2K contributed smaller, supporting results. They're not the drivers of PL today, but they do add diversification across markets and timeframes, which is exactly what we want from a multi-system desk. This is how I think about it. One core engine, plus several smaller stabilizers. There were losing trades today. That's normal. Losses are part of the distribution. The only thing that matters is that risk is defined before the trade, and that the system stays inside its risk box. This is why I keep repeating the same message: rules over emotions, process over individual trades, and consistency over prediction. If you can't tolerate seeing red trades in a sequence, you can't run a systematic strategy. The edge only shows up over time. Quick risk note: we have FOMC minutes coming out tomorrow at 2 p.m. That's a high-impact event. So I'm treating both the overnight session and tomorrow morning with extra caution. High-impact news can completely change volatility and liquidity conditions. And that's exactly when systems can behave very differently from normal. So expect reduced risk, tighter controls, and potentially standing aside around that window. If you haven't seen it yet, I put out a weekly planning video on Sunday that walks through the full all-go trading plan for this week. What's in production? What's in monitoring? And how risk is being managed around news and session changes. If you want the bigger picture, that video lays it all out. That's it for today's recap. Real trades, real numbers, real process. If you want to follow how I run systematic futures trading day by day, subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications, and you'll get these daily reports, weekly plans, and deeper dives into the systems and the risk framework. See you in the next update.